wouldn't do that just because, yeah, I wouldn't say haram, but now we start believing
Huh?
our choices.
Ali, Pupu.
Always
Obi would have stepped in, not even thought about it. Obi, I'm like, man, I feel bad. I'll just cut it. Or I can just give it
No.
cut it, right?
Cut it because then you get your full refund, right?
Yeah.
And are they really gonna give you the full refund?
Yeah. Because I spent a lot of like I basically bought a whole.
Cut it, fix it, use it, get the full refund.
Please recite aloud Salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad.
Do what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it. Yeah. Sit down and get it fixed.
Okay, Yambandi.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين بارك الخلائق أجمعين الصلاة والسلام على خير الخلق سيدنا ومولانا القاسم محمد والصلاة والسلام على حبيبك الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين ولعنة الله على أعدائهم من الآن إلى قيام يوم الدين ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. So we've gotten maybe to our last night together. And watch what's going to happen, right? We won't see the moon tonight. And Friday will be Eid. And everybody who started on Tuesday will have a 31-day month.
What happens then, Jeff?
There's no such thing as a 31-day month.
So they have to have the Eid tomorrow.
They're going to have Eid tomorrow and have to figure it out with their manajat. It'll be fine. Anyway, send us salawat. We started a discussion this month, alhamdulillah, and really we didn't get a chance to finish it. There's a number of reasons why we didn't get to finish it. It's a big topic. But look, the point of the whole discussion was this. As Muslims, we have a history in this country. Okay? Islam is just a part of the American landscape as any other religion. And in fact, it might be more a part of the American landscape than any other religion. Because we were here first. And just because of your tricks and trickeries, you were able to take over the country and pull the wool over the people's eyes and call it a Christian country, doesn't mean that it was founded as a Christian country, and it doesn't mean that Islam is any less American than any other religion. And this really is the point that I wanted to make for this month with our people by going through the history of Islam in North America. Islam is just as American, and in my personal opinion, more American than any other religion. And I gave you some examples of that when we talked already. In Christianity, you're born a slave to sin. You're a sinner. From the moment you open your eyes, you're a sinner. In Islam and in common American culture, we're born free. In Christianity, somebody else is going to pay the bill. Jesus has paid the bill for you already. That's not for Allah. In Islam and in common American culture, we pay our own bills. I mean, isn't that what America teaches us? I mean, y'all are Americans. Y'all gotta tell me. Don't just sit there and say, like what? Like you have to agree with everything I say. That's right. No, you don't. I'd like to apologize also, since Al-Madrasa reminded me that, look, I don't always behave like a sheikh. And it's because in my mind, I don't see myself. Right? Okay, I haven't accepted it yet, and I will never accept it. It's you who's jahil that thinks I'm a sheikh. It's you who made the mistake. I'm fully aware of who and what I am. I know who I am. You made the mistake and misinterpreted me. So I apologize. Continue. The point we wanted to make when we were talking about Islamic history in North America is to make the point that Islam is just as American as any other religion. Muslims are just as American as any other citizen. And we should not put ourselves in the position, or our young people, especially like these young guys that are here today, right? We should not put them in that position where they have to choose. Now, we did forget to speak about one aspect of American history, which is a very vital and important aspect of American history, and that is the waves of immigration that came from Muslim countries after 1965, in which many of our brothers present are part of that. I want everybody to understand something, right? When we talk about being American and being American Muslims, we're not excluding any nationality, because the way that America has always found its strength is through its immigrants. What makes America special and different, and I love America, I'll say it from the minbar. I know Muslims are going to be like, oh my God, the Sheikh lost his mind. He said he loved America. Look, I love America, and I wouldn't want to live anywhere else unless I had to. And there's a reason people come from all over the world to come here, and it's because it is better. You can open a business in America and not have to bribe the police. In America, you can be a Shia and not have to worry about somebody blowing up your masjid or attacking your azadari. This place is better for many reasons, and we have to recognize that, realize that, value that, but realize also that the strength of America comes from its immigrants too. This is one of the only places in the world where you can go and get citizenship. I can't go to Iran and become a citizen. It's not gonna happen. I love Iran. I support the revolution. I'll say it on video. I don't give a darn. The FBI don't even come visit me anymore because I give them trouble when they come. Baba, I miss you. Where are you? I love Iran. But I also recognize I can never be an Iranian. I can't own property in Iran unless some Iranian comes and signs the paper and says that he's a part owner. And it's like that with many countries around the world. America is unique that you can come here and become a citizen and open a business and not have to pay a bribe and practice your religion and not get blowed up and own property. Even though these guys claim to be Islamic State, this one or that one, whether you say Pakistan or Iran, at least Pakistan will give me citizenship. Although, I'm sorry, right? Who wants to live there? I mean, it's a nice place, it's wonderful, it's got a beautiful culture, we love the food, but there's a reason Pakistanis come here, isn't it? I mean, hello? We have to find an American Islamic identity for our youth. This is what we created. And our immigrants have an important role to play in that. You're bringing us culture. You're bringing us language. You're bringing us experience, and we need that. But you can't hold on to that so tight that you're unwilling to receive what we have to offer. So I always give the example of Muhajir and Ansar. You're Muhajir. You bring your thing to the table. You're Ansar. Between us, we're going to create something beautiful here, something powerful here. And this is the point that we have to raise these young people to understand. We are creating something powerful here. something big here, something bigger than its parts. The future of Islam is not in the East. I'm sorry. I know that a lot of you would like the future of Islam to be in the East, to be in Iran. We would like the future to be in Iran. We would like the future to be in Pakistan. We would like the future of Islam to be in India. But I'm sorry to give you the bad news. It's not there. It's here. Here you're on the front lines. Here you're Pish Qadam. Here you're in the battlefront. Here is where we're creating the movement that will save the rest of the world. And I hope we understand that. There's the cause.
I hope it's not late.
It's the moon sighting committee of our Sistani's office. Here's what I'm saying. We're creating something powerful here. Don't lose sight of it. They are Americanizing the youth of Iraq right now. They are Americanizing the youth of Pakistan right now. They are Americanizing the youth of Iran right now. We are living in the belly of the beast. We are becoming vaccinated. And I'm not talking about this blasted corona vaccine they're giving out. We are getting vaccinated against the American cultural invasion here now by learning to hold on to our religion in the midst of all this. What we create here, we will have to export to Lebanon. We will have to export it to Iraq. We will have to export it to Pakistan so that we can save those people from the cultural dominance that's going on there. Can y'all understand what I'm trying to say? Do y'all dig it? I hope so, you know, because what we're building here is important. Islam in the East is resting on your shoulders. These people think that they gotta wear jeans to be cool. These people think that they need Milky Way and Snickers and all these things to be accepted. You're living a reality here that you can have jeans and Snickers and rap music and 157 stations on the TV and still go to the Majlis Imam Hussein. Do you realize how valuable that is in the East? I'm sorry I wasn't able to make this point earlier for you. We got diverged here and there and there and here. But understand what you're building. In the East now, they're struggling. They're making a choice between Majlis Imam Hussein or should I go get a tattoo? Here, you are living the reality that I can be Western and I can go to Majlis Imam Hussein. Yani you're conquering Western cultural dominance globally here in America. And the victory that you will produce here in America will have to be exported to the rest of the world, where Pakistani youth, Iranian youth, Iraqi youth, Indonesian youth are losing their identity as Muslims in their countries because they're making the choice to follow the global arrogant culture. You are taking that culture and twisting it and bending it to fit it into the Islamic box. Do y'all dig what I'm saying? Continue the good work. This movement that you're creating here will save the rest of the world. And this is why we say the future of Islam is here and not in the East. Hey, last point to make in our Janbandi, in our wrapping it up. Okay, last point to make. We will not spread this religion in the West or anywhere else in the world. We will not be able to spread this movement in the West or in the East without spiritual power. It's not enough that we have a legal relationship with Allah and with Islam. It's not enough that we have an academic, ideological relationship with Islam and with Allah. The people around us They're not looking for ideology. I'm gonna be straight with you. You could go door to door and give them books of Aqidah. Give them the books of Alama Tabatabai. It will be no use to them. Go and give them Tawzi al-Masail. Go and give them Risalat al-Amaliyya of Sayyid Sistani or Sayyid Khamenei or whoever. It's not what they need. To be honest with you, it's not what you need. Our culture needs heart medicine. We're empty inside. We're empty inside. We're looking for answers. We don't know where to find them. And when I say we're looking for answers, we're not looking for answers on, do I make salat this way or this way? That's not the answers we're looking for. We're looking for, who am I? Who am I? Beyond what it says on my ID, who am I? Am I more than just this? Because these people are wondering, they have those questions. What's my purpose? This is what we're struggling with in the West. Identity and purpose. This is what we're suffering with in the West. Your neighbors, your schoolmates, your workmates are suffering with it. They put on a good face when they come to work, okay? But I'm that son of a gun that pushes buttons. Okay, I tick people off for a living. That's my job. That's why I told y'all saying, no, you come live in India, and y'all will hate me within 6 months of me living here, because my job is to push your buttons. Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam said, test your friends with 3 things. Test them with money, test them with travel, and test them with anger. I'm gonna try my best to piss you off, just so I can see who you are. I'm gonna do my best that when you say, Nuruddin, anything you need, let us know. I need $5,000. Now I'm gonna find out who you are. And then when you say, Nuruddin, what are you doing? I'm gonna say, look, let's take a trip for the weekend. Let's go camping. We, as human beings, want to know who we are, where we came from, where we're going, and what it's all about. That's what we're looking for. That's what they're looking for. That's what we're looking for. The difference between me and you and them is we have a well that's called Islam, so we can pull out answers. They don't have a well. Y'all dig it? This is why it was so important that we talk about Islamic history in North America, that we understand our history in North America, that we understand our position as spiritual beings. We are incredibly powerful spiritual beings. Allah is talking to us every day. I get so mad at people when they don't believe this. I mean, I could pull out examples for you from my own life, but then you might think that maybe Nuruddin thinks he's some kind of special person, but when you're special, Allah loves you. You don't even have to ask for things, just you want it in your heart and Allah gives it to you. That's how powerful you are spiritually. If you make wudu, feed someone, give someone hungry some food to eat, and then say, Allah, give me this, and say it with conviction. Don't say it weak. A lot of times when we ask Allah for things, we ask Allah doubtfully, as if we're talking to Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny. When you ask from Allah, you ask forcefully, like it's owed to you, like it belongs to you. And then see how easy things are. Allah will give it to you. You're Khalifatullah fil ard. You're the most honored creation of Allah. Ask these old people in the audience, the people who seem struggle in their life, the people with gray hairs in their heads. They'll tell you they came with nothing. And because as tahidil from the bottom of their heart, they asked Allah for something with a khulusiniyat, they got it. We're very powerful people. And we have to harness that power and use it for the cause of Allah and for the cause of Islam. We dig it? Send the salawat. We wanted to do some question and answer tonight. inshallah. Salawat. Inshallah, the whole maqsood, the whole ghayat, the whole hadaf, the whole aim is clear to you, what we wanted and where we are. Inshallah, in this little khulasa, we've been able to wrap it up for you so you understand. Feel free to ask questions, inshallah, or to make comments so that we can try to answer them. Or maybe, sometimes I don't know the answer, but between us and the dialogue that we can have, we can find the answer, right? Okay, inshallah. Any questions? Any comments? Any answers? Yalla.
First of all, I want to thank you for everything you give us. And it's good from your heart. No matter what, how many miles from here to Tampa, and how you stay in the hotel, whatever it is, but this is the good tijara, the good business between you and Allah to give us this speech for the whole night. Second, comment about what you said. Our mentality is from the first day we put our feet in America, we are coming here to make money. And this is the problem, and we cannot take this from our head. So we are using this country for money. Not all of us, but I'm talking about myself.
Yeah.
So I came over here for money.
Many of
to
us.
make money and
It's
spend
okay.
money to my country.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But I'm scared now, after 20 years in America. I came from a very good base in Islam. Practice, salat, som, haram, halal. And alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, when I went back to Lebanon, the stupid people, the first question they asked me, are you serious? 20 years in America, you didn't drink beer? I look at them, I said, is this stupid? I am real Muslim. Why I have to drink beer?
This is exactly
They didn't
what we're
believe
talking
me.
about. Yeah.
What I'm worried about, buddy, is not about me. I'm worried about the second generation and the third generation. Like, for example, 2 days ago, one guy, he was standing over here, and he spoke with his uncle. His uncle speaking with him Arabic, he's answered in English. So I was listen to the conversation, and I asked myself, if this 20 years boy is answered in English, so what about his kid? And one day he come, maybe 10 days he never show up. So his kids, that's what I'm worried about, those little kids. Not about him. For him, it's over because he's American way. But about those little kids, what's going to be happening to those people?
This is our life here. This is the struggle here. Exactly what you're talking about this is the jihad that we are engaged in here. And the result of this jihad will determine whether we will be able to help the rest of the mu'mineen worldwide or whether we will not. Personally, I'm an optimist. I believe that we will be successful. But with every battle, and I want everybody to understand this, in every battle there are losses. We lose people in every battle. And so, masalan, we have to try to hold on to these little guys here, raise them, train them the right way. But we have to realize too, we can't raise them and train them like we did back home. We have to raise them and train them for this place, right? To prepare them for this place. It's a tough battle, exactly what you're talking about. And we will lose people here. Inshallah, the victory will be for us and for Islam, inshallah.
That's depends on the foundation of home.
Bisha, yes, definitely.
If you got strong home, strong mother and father, the kids will not drink, will not smoke.
Well, I'm going to throw this out there too. It takes more than strength, it takes activity.
Yeah.
It takes look, I'm going to just point something out, right? It's a mistake that I've made with my children. A lot of us send our children to the Saturday school or the Sunday school, and we don't do anything at home with them. This is not enough. Sunday school is not enough.
You have to watch.
You have to love these children, train these children, guide these children at home also. And that doesn't just mean do the homework for the Sunday school. We have to educate them as a father and a mother too. So exactly what you're saying, right? But we can't just leave them to go to the masjid and think everything's gonna be okay because they have a good mommy and a good daddy. Amirul Mu'minin Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam. He said a man is more like his friends than he is like his father. Friends have an important part to play, and there's no way we can protect our children from American friends. I mean, there's no way to do it. It's impossible. We have to, like the brother said, educate our children at home, stay strong at home, give them the tools they need so that they can influence their friends, not that their friends influence them. It's a very tough battle we have. Very difficult battle we have. But the future of Islam in the world, I believe, is in our hands, not in the hands of Pakistanis and Iraqis and Iranians and Lebanese and Afghans. It's in our hands. Okay? Any other questions, comments? Anything? We need your input. Feel free.
Don't be shy.
Because it's your experience that's making this. It's not just Nuruddin that has the answers. You guys are experiencing this too. You're living this too. Yes, Abayas.
Sheikh, I have a question. Like during the lecture, you talked about building a relationship with Allah.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna speak for myself. Like me and my household, I grew up with having an emotional relationship with Imam Ali, with Imam Hussein. But we me in my household, we didn't really had that kind of communication, sort of a friendly or a relationship with Allah. And it was mostly like you mentioned, mostly legal relationship.
Yeah.
So
That's most of us.
yeah. So how do we translate? Because Imam Ali, Imam Hussein, they all are Hujjatullah in Allah, like everything. But how do we translate that emotional relationship with them, loving relationship with the Aimma, Imam Ali, Imam Hussein, to emotional relationship that you can directly communicate with them? That's my
Okay, so I don't know what else to show you other than two things I'm gonna say. Look at number one, the way Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam talk to Allah. Look at, for instance, Dua Umayr. The way that Imam Ali speaks with Allah in Dua Umayr, he's speaking with Allah as a loved one. Yani he goes so far, he says, Allah, if you put me in hellfire, still I'll be the one in hellfire calling out to you. Yani he has a very loving relationship with Allah. When we look at awliya Allah, A'imma, the way that they talk to Allah, it should be a pattern for us. And one thing I tell everybody, and I'll tell you, part of the solution is this: read your du'as. Read Sahifatul Sajjadi. Read Dua Umayr. But understand something and understand what I'm saying. Well, I'm not telling you not to read these du'as all the time. Read them. Read the ziyarah. Read them because they teach us how to make dua, how to talk to Allah. But we also need to sit down and just talk to Allah ourselves with our own tongue, from our own heart, in the way that we are comfortable. So I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I sit down and I talk to Allah in privacy like he's my homeboy. And with all the language that I would use with my homeboy. Oh, I don't know if I'm doing it. Allah, you gotta help me get out of this situation. Allah, how do I get all up in life? You gotta talk to Allah. Now I'm not saying you talk to Allah like that. I'm just using it as an exaggerated example, right? We have to talk to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as a loved one. From our own heart, from our own tongue, with our own concerns. And we have to do that more frequently, more regularly, Now, very quickly, to help everybody out with this, there is a method to dua that I'm going to advise you. That even when you speak to Allah from your own heart and with your own tongue, use this method. Dua always begins with salawat. Dua always begins with Bismillah ar-Rahman. Dua always goes to Hamdul Thana, yani praise and glorification of Allah. Every dua you read, it begins this way. Salawat, Bismillah, Hamdul Thana, yani praise and glorification of Allah. And then Salawat bar Nabi. Every dua goes this way. You go and you open any dua, it's the way it goes. After Hamdu Thana, after Salawat bar Nabi, then we go to Shukr. Every dua follows this pattern. Then there's Shukr, gratefulness to Allah. Then after Shukr, now we ask for what we want. And then after we ask for what we want, then Salawat bar Nabi and finish. So we're going to go through it again. Dua begins praise and glorification of Allah. Allah, you are the best. I praise and glorify your name. Then we go on to Salawat bar Nabi. Thank you so much for Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. Praise and blessings be on them and their families. Then we go on to Allah. Thank you for everything you've ever given. From the moment that I was created to the moment that you brought me into being, to the moment that you raised me to where I am now, thank you. We say thank you. Then we ask for what we want. Ya Allah, I need this and I need that from you. But don't just ask for money. A lot of us treat Allah like Santa Claus. Oh Allah, I need a new car. Oh Allah, I want a new house. Oh Allah, give me a new wife. Oh Allah. We have one long list of things that we want from Santa Claus, and we talk to Allah like that. Ask for ma'nawiyat. Sometimes we're asking for a house, but what we really want is tranquility. So ask for tranquility. Ask Allah for what you want after you said thanks. And then after you ask for what you want, Salawat bar Nabi, say salawat on the Prophet, and finish your dua. Even if you speak from your own heart and with your own tongue. Oh, dig it? Now I'm getting all type of texts. Let's see.
Allahumma arzuqni shahadatan fi sabilika ma'a waliyyika qa'im ali Muhammad.
Look, they're probably calling to see if we saw the moon. Has anybody seen the moon outside?
We have people outside there.
Salawat. Let's see if we see the moon tonight, brothers and sisters.
Most all of the world, except the